Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to round 4 of the National Rock Racing Association. We are at Hot Springs ORV in Arkansas this weekend, presented by Spyder Offroad. So a big shout out and thank you to them and to all of our sponsors for helping us do what we do here with the NRRA. We have got a fun and exciting day of UTV racing ahead of us. We've got our UTV Stock and Cup classes that we are just about to start sending off the line. Before we do that, Matt, what is your what are your thoughts on the day so far?
Yeah, got to walk the course a little bit. Got to talk to some of the drivers. We had our driving meeting just a little bit ago. Wrap that up. I think it's going to be a very fast course. There are a couple of jumps out there that are pretty gnarly. I'm excited to see what they do. I think tomorrow's going to be even more wild. It looks like it's going to be fun. I think the uphill sections, downhill sections, those sharper ledges are going to get smoothed off, kind of rounded off. So I think we're going to see times kind of slowly pick up throughout the day. We do have some steep hills for the Cup class, and I think we're going to see some of the bouncers hit those tomorrow. Very, very wild part of that. I don't think the dirt part is anything scary. And again, there were some questions about the course this morning. There's lots of uphills and downhills, kind of like what we're used to here. Hot Springs is a great park for those of you who have been out here and done some wheeling here. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Very cool. A lot of fun. I think we're going to see some fast times, some very fun runs. Guys get some seat time and get feel, and I think you're going to see things get really dialed in by the end of the day.
Well, we definitely saw some wild runs last year when we were here at Hot Springs.
Yeah.
We saw some carnage in the trees. Some front-end deletes, yes. We're jokingly calling them. So hopefully we don't have any of that today. Those were definitely some of those unexpected.
Yes.
Like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
It was more than one driver.
It was.
That was a crazy weekend last year when we were here. So hopefully we don't have any of those run-ins with the trees today. We are going to be starting with UTV Stock. So I have our top 5 in points coming into the weekend that I'll review with you guys real quick just so you can see where things are standing. Dean Robbers is in the lead with a 53-point lead over second place, which is Brantley Havens. Third place is Robert Trainer. Fourth is Don Curtis. And fifth is Jay Storts. So, and then we've only got the point separation is a lot smaller in our middle of the pack. We've got just 1 point between Brantley and Robert, second and third place, and then 13 and 5 points separating third and fourth and fifth. But yeah, Dean Robbers with that 53-point lead in stock class at our. It's kind of hard to have halfway. We got 9 events this year, so we're kind of halfway, I guess, after this weekend. But solid lead for Dean, so we'll see how today goes for everybody.
53 points. That is a huge gap.
Yep.
Again, that shows how hard he has really been pushing so far this season.
Yes, but one DNF could change all of that with 50 points.
That's true.
So.
We've seen that happen before. Guys are way up front and have a DNF, or guys have a DNF and slowly claw their way back to the end of the season.
Yep.
Again, we were, had lots of mishaps. Again, we were looking at that top 5 Clive puts online for us so we can see that top 5 and see how competitive those top 3, Wade, Nick, and Timmy are all just battling that top 3. But even the top 5 has been just an absolute dogfight to get into. Again, we've seen a couple weird DNFs. Daniel Heckley having a DNF, which you didn't see. Brandon Davis missed the last race because he was at Ultra 4 racing. So it's interesting to see kind of how that shakes out and what happens there. But I think that top 10 is even going to be very, very competitive this season.
Well, and speaking of Daniel Heckley, you guys might have noticed that we are repping Heckley Racing today. It is Friday, so we do what we call Featured Driver Fridays, and we pick a driver, or in this case, a race family, to represent, and that's just kind of a fun way for us to just show a little love to the drivers and represent, especially if they've, we've got their merch on hand and we want to show it off for them. So, Featured Driver Fridays.
Yeah, it's very cool. And again, the Featured Driver Friday thing is really, really neat. I love that you thought that up and how it came up with that idea because it is just an awesome thing to do. And again, a great way to showcase some of our drivers that maybe you don't hear as much about. Again, we have some youth drivers, some teen drivers, and they have pretty sweet merch. I'm like, this is kind of nice. Again, like I said, Dan Carter, Dan the Man, used to always have really great merch back in the day. One of our OG racers, been with us quite a while. He had this mirror hoodie one time that was super cool. He had the little guy with the little looks like a little cartoon guy.
Good creative stuff.
He had some really, really cool shirts. Again, like I said, Dan doesn't race as much now with us as he used to, but he always had really cool, kind of fun.
Bug just got me.
But you're like, attack! It always had fun merch, so it's really cool to see the different drivers come out. And again, these are some nice, sweet shirts by Heckley Racing. During our Missouri race, he always brings donuts from the Heckley Bakery as well. So
yes,
we also appreciate that, Daniel.
So we'll be watching Daniel racing today in stock class, and then also tomorrow in the bouncers, and then we've got the young Heckley racers,
Yes.
Blake and Dallas, racing in our youth class as well. So yeah, I'll be cheering
Very
them
cool.
on.
Got to do some racing with the Heckley girls at go-karts
That's
last time.
right.
It's a lot of fun.
We did at Rush, Kentucky, just a couple weeks ago for our last race. We like to talk about our race family and how just the camaraderie and the friendships are such a big part of the series and the sport in general. And we all usually hang out, a lot of us, on the Friday nights in between our race days. So one of those things we went and did was doing some go-kart racing. And Matt and I rode with the Heckley girls.
It was a very fun, and you can see they're very, very competitive as well. So.
They sure are. Well, if you guys are just joining us, welcome to Hillside Live. Thanks for tuning in with us here on Rock Racing TV, the YouTube channel, and also on television with Power Sports World. Glad to have you guys here with us for the day of racing here at Hot Springs ORV. We are ready to head to the line and just about ready to start sending our UTV stock class. We've got Noah Butler there on the line. He is going to be kicking things off for us today. This is Noah's first season racing with us here with the NRRA, and he's been doing an awesome job. And here he goes, first driver of the weekend.
Coming over that first big jump, kind of hit that double jump there. A little more spaced out tabletop. Again, you can see kind of these long uphill, downhill sections. This, again, is our UTV stock class. So it's a little bit more mild than some of the stuff you'll see tomorrow.
And Noah is one of our younger drivers in the stock class. This is actually his first race with us. He was in the teen class.
Okay.
Did a great job, and then has been racing stock class with us the last few events.
This last big straightaway here is a kind of a creek run, and you'll see every class this weekend have it. All the way, just launching through that finish line. That's a 63.502 for Noah Butler. Shout out to Noah. He came up and brought some sweet stickers to us a few weeks ago. We always like the stickers. Very cool. Again, we talk about merch, drivers having T-shirts. It's very, very neat to see.
I think we've got Tucker Sessler pulling up to the line next.
Tucker was out here last night because I was watching a Snapchat as I was finishing my drive. I was watching a Snapchat of Cooper Bentley launching his golf cart up our tabletop.
Run what you brung, right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Here we go with Tucker on the course.
Tucker back there with that 360 camera on the back.
And it is a beautiful day here at Hot Springs. What perfect weather to sit out and watch some racing. We're finally not in the dust cloud. We're not getting rained on.
Yeah.
It's just some nice late spring weather here at Hot Springs. If you guys are anywhere in the area, we have a full day of racing still tomorrow, so you might want to make some plans and make your way on over to Hot Springs ORV. Or even later today. We got 2 classes racing today and then 5 classes racing tomorrow. Ooh, Tucker getting with it down the hill.
He was like just riding the front wheels all the way down. He is flying through there.
Nicely done. All right, we are waiting on his time. That's a 70.253 for Tucker Sessler.
All right, we got Austin Bailey kicking that race line starting gate.
Up and over those race line ramps.
You can see how big that little tabletop there is.
Clyde knew he had to put something down there to slow these guys down a little bit.
Yeah, after last year, we've seen a couple of mishaps. So.
Uh-oh, speaking of a mishap, what do we have going on here? Oh.
Dang it.
So it sounds like during pre-running, now we found that tree. During pre-running earlier, he broke the front end. So I guess he knew he was only going to be trying this, attempting this course in two-wheel drive.
And again, very squirrely coming down here with all those trees. But, yeah, very unfortunate to see...
These are some pretty big hills here for two-wheel drive. But, Matt, we've seen it before.
Yeah.
We've seen it in years past, usually in a bouncer. But, man, Austin's going to give it all he's got right now.
I was thinking of Jack back in 23.
That was a good one.
He backed up and gave it everything he could. And he kept backing up farther and farther and farther.
I think that might be what we're about to see from Austin here.
Yeah. Very, very impressive.
Oh, he's so close. I think he's got it.
Yeah, I mean, you may have just backed up and send it one good time to get up some of those ledges, but very cool to see.
He is struggling a little bit to get off the trees.
All right, what goes up must come down. It's your turn. Let's go. Did you hit a tree? How you get stuck on top of the hill?
So he's up against a tree, and it looks like he is trying to back up. But just you can see the dirt just flying. It's very loose on the hills.
You can see one of their cover guys up at the top of the course, right to the right-hand side of the screen. Man, stink. You hate to see that.
Well, I'm glad he still came out and gave it a try, because
Yeah.
you don't ever know. I mean, he might have been able to finish the course even with that two-wheel drive. So, way to stick with it, Austin, and give it a try.
Yeah.
Just wait there. We'll send help.
Yeah, I hate to see that. But again, luckily came out, gave it a college try. Got some good seat time in, had some fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not going to get a course complete, but these are pretty hard courses to do in two-wheel drive. The hills behind us are pretty steep.
As always, that is a great segue into you guys have to just trust us that the hills are always steeper than they look on your screen. I mean, and the ruts are deeper,
Yeah.
the ledges are taller, everything is just more than it looks on your screen. So if you haven't been to a race in person before, it's kind of hard to imagine that the perspective here in person is it's just different than it looks on camera. So if you're looking at that and like, that looks so easy, why can they not do this?
Yeah.
It's a little different in person. Just trust us.
Yeah, it's and again, like I said, some of those ledges, it's not even so much the dirt part. They are steep, tall hills, but every once in a while you come into it, you have a couple foot ledge that you have to hit, and it kills your momentum. Mm-hmm. So now you have to kind of work your way past that ledge, and now you have to essentially start from scratch, where some of the long, big sweeping hills we do, you can get just a big run at it and make it. Unfortunately, these, again, like I said, we talked about Jack, backing up and hitting and backing up, and he had broke the rear drive shaft and was backing up farther and farther each time. I think it was Cooper Bentley and a couple other guys, Wade Good, Clay, and Cody Caseman were literally backing him up into the crowd to get a poor run at it. And again, just a super neat to see, and it was a lot of fun for the spectators, I know.
Yeah. I'm
sure for him it was kind of frustrating, but for us it was really neat to see him get out there. And
well, here we're still talking about it 3 years later, so that's always a good sign that you put on a show.
Yeah, versus necessarily some of our more wild rides we saw here last year that were, more of the front-end delete kits that we didn't really want to see.
That was just a hard and sudden stop.
Yeah.
Ooh, we do have a video from last year, so you guys can see what we're referring to. Let's check that out.
This was Jay Stortz and his stock Polaris UTV came off and just barely clipped the front end. And literally, he actually broke the entire, where essentially your firewall would be at, broke the whole front end right there. So they had to put the whole thing, Clay Kaysen actually, or Cody Kaysen took it home back with that CNC off-road crew. They took it back home. And Cody's like, it's really not that bad. It looked really bad because the whole front end was missing.
Bad.
He said it really wasn't that bad. We had to weld some tubes back together and replace an A-arm and some small, minor stuff. He said it really wasn't as bad as it looked because literally when you saw it on a bunch of the social media pictures that were posted all over, the front end literally was turned sideways, and it was not good. Not good.
Yeah, that one was rough.
Yeah, Randall Keys.
We had Randall in the bouncer.
Yeah, and the Undertaker was out there, and he kind of did the same thing. On those it has, for those A-arms, they use Heim joints, and it literally just right where the ball of the Heim comes down to the threads, it sheared all of them off. So it was actually a really clean cut. Again, Clay Kaysen hops in it, or Cody Kaysen hops in it and just backs it up in three-wheel. And then we had to jack it up to get it wedged in the trailer, and it was a whole thing. But
so what I'm hearing is Cody is a handy guy to have around.
He really is.
All right, let's head back to the line. We're hearing that they got Austin recovered, and looks like Cohen Ellison in the race line starting gate now.
That Ellison racing crew out here this weekend. Hitting those double jumps. Again, you can see them start checking up for this big. The ramp going up to the starting line isn't as bad as the ramp away from the starting line. But we will see, I think the UTV Cup and Bouncers both hit that tomorrow. So a UTV Cup will hit it later today, and then Bouncers tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see. That'll be a lot of fun.
Glad to have Cohen back out here with us. He had Cooper Bentley filling in for him at our last race at Rush in Kentucky.
There's a tree up there at the top. You literally have kind of go up that hill, whip around the tree, and come right back down.
Well, since we're in Arkansas, here's a fun fact about Cohen. He is an avid duck hunter and says you can catch him in Arkansas every weekend, November through January.
Okay.
So there's a little fun fact for you as he finishes up his run here.
That's a 72.787 for Cohen Ellison.
All right, looks like we got Robert Trainer on the line next. Robert is coming into the weekend third in points. Not a bad place to be at about. This is roughly the halfway point once we finish this weekend. 4 out of 9 races, so close to halfway anyhow.
And again, looking at the Battle of the Bouncers being kind of like a finals type race.
Yeah, that's true. This is halfway.
This is halfway. So we got 8 regular races, so 4 and 4. So this will be our halfway point, I guess.
So the time to beat right now on this course is a 63.5 from Noah Butler. Noah was the first one out the gate for UTV Stock Course 1.
Here's that same tree. Reverse.
So we've been running races about once every 3 weeks, once every other week for the last couple months, and then we'll have about a month break for this one. So I know there's guys that are going to be definitely doing some repairs and upgrades.
Yeah, we usually try and take a little bit of like a summer break.
Yeah.
It kind of varies a little bit each season, but I think we have a month and then a race and then another few weeks off instead of all at once this time. But yeah, it's that mid-season chance to fix all your stuff that's been piling up.
Yeah.
Needs a little extra attention.
Yeah. That to-do list grows a little bit as the season goes on. Guys push harder and harder. You can see that they're launching through that finish.
They are. They're using every bit of the runway over here.
Wow.
70.092 for Robert. That is second place right now behind Noah Butler.
He has been getting it faster and faster all season.
Well, Robert's son, Ramsey Trainer, has been dominating the teen class, really. And I think he might be our youngest driver in the teen class, if I am remembering correctly. So maybe there's a little bit there, you know, the family. You can't let the youngin be showing out too much.
Yeah. All right. Why we get everything reset? We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back right after these messages.
What you want. No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
All right. Thanks, guys, for taking a quick break with us. We have a ton of UTV racing action. We're about a third of the way through our stock class.
This is Clay Harris out on the course now. We had Justin Hoback at number 13, but maybe he elected to go at the end of the pack today. Little fun rule we have in the series is whoever draws number 13 gets the option of either going first, going last, or staying in that 13th position.
Yeah, there's a few little fun things we've added over the years.
Just a little something extra.
Added that definitely are kind of fun. I like to do. Letting the person who drew number 1 decide if the late entries go first or last is kind of fun.
Yep.
And then also that number 13 spot gets to be kind of bounced around.
Yeah, and that can come in handy depending on the course and the weather. And
I like those little wild card things you kind of throw out there. Kind of keep everybody on their toes.
We try to keep things interesting here at the NRRA. Clay Harris flying through the finish line.
That's 72.183.
A great run from Clay, and not enough to get to that top spot. Noah Butler was our first driver here on Course 1 and put down a 63. And nobody else has even gotten close to that yet.
Yeah, he's been pretty competitive so far this season.
These young guys are showing out. And, I was talking about Ramsey in the teen class, and Noah is a teen driver as well here right now. Got the fastest time in stock class.
Yeah.
They tell me it's like Michigan or something, but we won't hold that against him.
Let's take a quick look at our top 5 right now. See where things are standing here on course 1. I think that graphic is buffering right now. We'll give it another second, otherwise we'll go the old school manual way.
Yeah.
I'll read it for you guys. There we go. That's not right. No, that's the wrong class.
That's Cup. That's Cup, I'm pretty sure. There we go.
All right. Noah Butler in the lead with that 63, followed by Robert Trainer with the 70.0. Tucker Sessler right behind him with that 70.2. Clay Harris with the 72, and Cohen Ellison also with that 72. So, those guys, Noah Butler got a pretty strong lead right now, but everybody else with some really tight times for our top 5. Currently, we still have a lot of drivers to go for course 1, and I believe we've got Jamie Fortin on the line right now.
Yeah, we're not quite halfway through yet. We're getting close. Getting a lot of racing going on.
Jamie Fortin, one of our drivers that joined us this season, his first season racing with us. We've got a dozen drivers maybe that they joined us for the 2026 season, have been racing every event with us, especially in our UTV classes.
Yeah.
We love having new drivers, new faces come join in the fun. I think we've had somebody new in all of our classes so far this season.
Which is exciting to see. It's very exciting to see all the new people coming in. And then we got some old people rejoining, like Little Tim and Bubba Bacon. I know Bubba's a new face this year.
A new old face.
Yeah, a new
after a 5-year break.
Yeah. Come back and race with us. Very exciting to see.
It's been a fun year so far. Halfway through the 2026 season, we can kind of reflect on that a little bit, and it really has been a fun year. We'll talk more about the bouncers and what we've seen in the bouncer points chase tomorrow. But overall, yes. Nice run from Jamie Fortin. Let's see what he got. $73.122. I think we've got our featured driver Friday, Daniel Heckley, on the line.
Next up, Danielle Heckley.
Matt and I representing the Heckley Racing Team today for this Friday's featured drivers. So don't disappoint us, Daniel.
Yes.
No pressure.
Came out, had that Can-Am did a little donkey kick on that first jump, but tabletop did nice and smooth. Again, Daniel does an absolute amazing job racing Hellbent. That TC built chassis, he is romping through there. But he also does some UTV racing, I think, just for fun. I think it just to get out, get the course layout learned, have some fun with it.
Yeah, I think I've heard him and Jay Storts say, we're here anyway on Fridays because, of course, they're here to race with the bouncers on Saturdays. So, we're here anyway. We've got the UTVs on the trailer.
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well get some more seat time.
Yeah.
Get a look at the courses, a look at the hills. Day before bouncer race. So, it's been fun having them in the stock class for the last few years.
Kind of also helps you read terrain, stuff like that, which is pretty nice.
He lifted twice. Y'all heard him, right? Okay. Just me.
That's a 66.683 for Daniel Heckley. Good enough for second place.
Second place. Somebody finally got into the 60s there with Noah.
Again, we got all right, why we get the course reset, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back right after these messages.
The trail doesn't take it easy, so why should your Jeep? Supercharge your Jeep for improved capability, power, while keeping your warranty and trust in your vehicle intact. Born for the trail. Now evolved to be the best. Edelbrock Superchargers. Add the power your Jeep's been missing.
Welcome back, everybody. And we are just about ready to send Cody Kaysen. He is running for Max Lawrence. And here we go.
Launching out there.
Cody actually let me know this time that he was in the buggy, because at our last race, Matt and I didn't know that it was Cody in there. We thought it was Max. We were like, wow, Max really turned it on this time. We didn't know until after it was all over that it was actually Cody in there. So Cody did tell me he's going to be running the stock class the rest of the season for Max. So.
And this is a sharp-looking buggy. Again, obviously the teal and white I'm a huge fan of, but that gold cage is a super sharp. And this buggy handles so well. I mean, look at him just, coming off those ledges. It lands so smooth. He's able to keep all that acceleration going.
Yeah, we saw Coy Chapel
Yeah.
racing last season in this buggy. So Max definitely knows how to pick some good drivers to put in the seat. Uh-oh.
And then that happened. That sucks. You can't park there.
He break a belt or what?
Hey, you should have kept going.
Yep, that's what I said. Broke a belt. Dang it.
They said his belt.
Oh,
Man.
and we're hearing that he was on par for maybe like a 60-second run, too.
Jeez. Yeah, he was flying.
Oh.
Dang it. That stinks.
It does stink. And he was in the final straightaway.
Yeah.
Bummer. If he was a little closer, I wouldn't be surprised if he just hopped out and tried to push it across the finish line.
Again, I would not be
It's a
surprised.
little too far away.
At all.
Tool man right there. Y'all just call him Tool Man.
Don't worry,
Man.
we got all the guys
Yeah.
on the job here.
He was on an absolute tear.
Like now. But he is a big help. He comes to all our races. That recovery is absolutely
Man,
all
that
over.
stinks.
That thing is all the tools.
You know what? At halfway through the season here, I think that we can, as long as he doesn't blow too many belts, watch Cody start creeping up in the points, though.
Yeah.
Because the first two races, I don't think I think it was just our last race that he did, that he filled in for Max. So he's got the rest of the season to see what he can do, climb his way up the point standings. Speaking of points, if you guys are curious at any point in between or during races, you can always head to nationalrockracing.com. You can see it there on your screen, and the point standings for all classes are on the website. Clyde is very good about getting them updated right away after all of our events. So you can always head to the website to reference the points standings. We got some other fun stuff on there, too. We have some driver bios. What their results are actually up there for, I think, I think all the way back for like the last decade of racing, if you wanted to look at all that. So there's just some good stuff to go check out at nationalrockracing.com. There's merch on there. Yeah, you can check out, order some merch.
I went back and checked stats before when I was looking at my stuff of, where I finished at which race park or which event. It's kind of cool to go back and look at some stuff.
Yeah. And if you think this looks like fun and you've got a vehicle at home that, would fit into one of these classes, we've got 7 classes racing out here. There's a lot of options.
Yeah, we'll make it fit somewhere.
You guys can find the safety requirements and specs for each class and everything on the website as well, and see if you want to come on out and enter the race, join in the fun with us, as well as our schedule of events for the rest of the season. You can look up the dates on there. If you guys missed the racing action with us here on Hillside Live, you can always head to Rock Racing TV's YouTube channel. There is all kinds of good content on there. And you can follow us on Facebook as well for a lot of other great content, too.
There's also Keith, you can see there. Keith, our tool man, our recovery guy.
Always got to give a shout-out to Keith. Boy, we missed having him at Rush with us a few weeks ago.
I told him that, too.
Here we go with Brandon Davis on the course now.
Brandon Davis, that Can-Am that can. He missed last race. I mean, I say he missed it. He wasn't at our last race. He has a UFO chassis. He took for his big car. He took to the Ultra 4 race, and I think he probably did some side-by-side racing and some big car racing.
Yeah, he was still racing, just not with us.
Just a different off-road park.
But we get it. There's only so many hours, so many days that you can get out.
And I think the other one is a little bit closer to what he does. So again, that Badlands course is very similar to kind of what we do.
That looked like some fun.
It did look like a lot of fun. Looked like there was a lot of mud and water too. I was like, that looks awful. You hit those puddles, it is chilly up north. Again, Indiana is pretty much a lateral. That Badlands Park is pretty much a lateral move for us. So it's those puddles were definitely cold splashing through it. So.
Well, we're glad to have Brandon back out with us. Selfishly, we like having him racing with us here at the NRRA. And that was a quick run. Ooh. 66.391. That's a second place time right now. Noah Butler still in the lead. Noah was our very first driver on the course, and he put down that 63 that nobody else has touched yet. We've got Brandon Davis getting pretty close with that 66.3, and then Daniel Heckley right behind him with a 66.6. Those are your top 3 right now on course 1. We are about 2/3 of the way through, a little over halfway of course 1, and then of course we'll also have our RCV Axle UTV Cup class run course 1, and then we'll run it all back for everybody. So we got plenty of racing ahead still here at Hot Springs ORV. Thank you guys for tuning in with us here on Hillside Live. To our online audience joining us on Rock Racing TV YouTube channel, and to our television audience joining us from Power Sports World. Hope you guys are enjoying the racing action. Matt and I are having a great day out here. This weather is perfect. If you're going to sit outside and watch a race, this is the kind of weather to do it in.
Yeah, it really is an amazing day here. Got the food truck next to us,
Y'all know Matt's got that food truck scoped out.
Yeah. One got a lemon shake up this morning. It's pretty tasty. All right, we got Dean Robbers on the line.
Our points leader right now, 53-point lead over second place coming into this weekend. Dean has is sitting pretty with that really solid lead, but we know that just one DNF can shake up everything. Yeah. So no pressure, Dean.
Whether it be the leader or the guy nipping on his heels, either one.
Right. Yep.
No, you can definitely have some point shake up pretty quickly.
And now that Cody Kaysen is running in the stock class, Dean's gonna have to keep an eye out. Dean comes out of West Union, Ohio to race with us. He's raced this Razor Turbo S for 3 years now. Built it himself at Sinister Offroad Fab.
He's pushing hard.
This is his first year racing the whole season with us here with the NRRA. And obviously he's been doing an awesome job with it. You guys can follow him on Facebook and also at Sinister Offroad Fab on that page.
And through the finish line he goes.
Pretty good.
Ooh.
That's a 62.522 for Dean Roberts.
And that is your new leader here on course 1. He just edged out. Noah Butler with that 63 has been hanging on to the lead since his Noah being the first one out on the course for this whole race. But Dean just came in and swept it from him with that 62. Nicely done. That means it's now Dean followed by Noah and then Brandon Davis. Those are your top 3 currently.
Again, we had suspected we were going to see some pretty quick times. Again, they had talked about having a lot of rain down here this week, but it looks like rain kind of got pulled out of the forecast. But some nice dry hills, but no dust, so I will gladly take this weather.
Yeah, we're loving it.
All right, got Don Curtis sitting in that race line starting gate.
And Don is coming into this weekend 4th in points.
Heck yeah.
Not bad for being in top 5. I don't know how far of a drive this is for the Curtises. They come from Kansas to get here to Hot Springs, but I got to imagine that it's a lot better than most of the drives they make for the rest of the season.
This or Rush Springs is got to be pretty close. Where
so I'm thinking they probably appreciate.
Yeah, the other end of that spectrum is like West Virginia. Like, why? It's like 18 hours probably.
That is some dedication. And, it's not just them. We have a lot of drivers that do a lot of driving to get to the races. It's a big commitment to be in the points chase, and to get to all the events. We do have some drivers, too, that also kind of pick and choose the races that are close to home and that they can jump in on. And we love for all of them to be able to join us however they can. But it is definitely a big commitment to make every event and stay in that points chase. Don is through the finish already. Let's check his time. 69.770. That is a 5th place time right now on course 1. Not bad.
Yeah, good enough for 5th place. Again, talking about that commitment. The commitment is not just for, taking time away from your friends and family, taking time driving a race, but also, the commitment financially too. Gas, $5.99, $6.99
we know
diesel.
gas is no joke right now.
Yeah, so we paid anywhere from $5.99 to $6.99 diesel for the last couple of races. So, a couple months ago, it was, mid $3.50 a gallon. So, it's definitely a big financial commitment as well.
We're at that point to take a top 10 look now for course 1. We got Dean Roberts sitting in the lead with that 62, followed by Noah Butler with a 63, Brandon Davis 66.3, Daniel Heckley with a 66.6, and then we've got Don Curtis with that 69.
Ramsey Trainer sitting in 6th.
Robert Trainer. Other Trainer.
Yeah, Robert Trainer. That'd be cool to see his son. Robert Trainer sitting in 6th. Tucker Sessler sitting in 7th. Clay Harris sitting in 8th. Cohen Ellison sitting in 9th. And Jamie Fortin sitting in 10th. Again, that rounds out your top 10 for the UTV stock class. We got a handful of drivers to go yet on course 1.
Looks like we got about 5 drivers left here on course 1 for UTV stock, with Bert Sevi on the line.
All right. Zach. He said, one of my favorite and most entertaining drivers out there, and I'd agree.
Bert has definitely been making a name for himself. He came out last year at our season opener at Winrock. Totaled the front end of the vehicle on a stump that nobody even knew existed until Bert centered up on it. And then has had a few other run-ins with trees ever since then. But he keeps coming back. He is tenacious. He doesn't let it, keep him out of the game here. So we love having Bert racing with us. And he's got his 2 daughters, Aubrey and Ava, racing in the youth class as well. So we'll see them tomorrow out here.
Yeah, Bert has he holds number 1 and number 2 on list of worst crashes in a UTV, I think. Which is impressive. And just a super great guy. Again, we love Bert. Bert's a great guy. Comes out, helps out with everybody, does an awesome job, brings his daughters out, helps them keep their cars going. The whole family is very helpful, and we appreciate them. The Savvies are pretty great people. Get a little squirrely there at the bottom.
Hey, he's staying away from the trees, though, Matt, and that's what we care about.
Yeah.
Through the finish line. Nicely done.
Nice, clean finish. That's a 77.731 for Bert Savvy.
And not even a rub on a tree.
There he goes.
All right, 4 drivers left for UTV Stock Course 1.
Did you pick that up on the way here? Yeah, I believe it.
Nathan Carter is on the line now. You know what, Matt? I think we actually have 5 drivers left because Justin Hoback, being number 13, I believe is going to go at the end of the pack.
Man, he's launching out that race line starting gate.
Nathan Carter, another one of our new to the series drivers, racing with us this season. I think there are a handful of the Carter gentlemen racing that are all related. Yeah. Brothers, cousins, something of the sort.
Whipping around that corner. Again, it's very impressive to see how the power to weight ratio of the UTVs and just how well they fly through the air.
Yeah, these things are such capable machines
now.
And I mean, even what a difference the last 5 years or even less has made. I remember when our XP 900 was cool.
When you were legit, like, I'm a big deal. People know me. I'm a big deal. Yeah.
$73.385 for Nathan Carter.
Good job, though. You got the pink harnesses.
Next up, we've got Brantley Havens. Brantley coming into the weekend second in points. Now, our leader in points, Dean Roberts, does have a real solid lead over Brantley with that 53 points. But like we've discussed, we're only halfway through the season. One DNF could change all of that. Brantley, though, has only 1 point of a lead over third place Robert Traynor right now. So Brantley's going to have to keep the pedal down.
And Brantley, one of our earlier he jumped up from our youth class to the teen class early.
Yeah, Brantley's just making his way through all of the classes here with the NRRA over the years. We love that.
He leaped from teen class to the UTV stock class early, so it's very impressive to see that. Kind of shows what class he has as an individual, being able to jump up and race some of the harder competition.
Yeah, Brantley did a great job in both youth class and teen class. now obviously being second place in points right now, doing awesome in stock class. We've even seen him jump into a bouncer a couple times over the last season or two. Wouldn't be surprised if we see more of that in the future.
Yeah,
maybe
I
in a couple years.
Picking up a chassis.
I mean, that would be the natural progression for him at this point.
Yeah.
He's gone from youth to teen to stock. Just got to keep moving up. Nice run.
Ooh, smooth.
Ooh.
That's a 66.542 for Mr. Brentley Havens.
That's a fourth place time right
Ooh,
now.
Wow.
Nice run.
Way to go, girl. Woo!
We've got 3 drivers left, I believe, here for Course 1 UTV Stock, and then we'll be moving on to a UTV Cup class, and then we will run it all back with round 2 for everybody. So we got plenty of racing still to come here at Hot Springs, and our next driver is Jay Storrs leaving the line.
I wonder if Jay took another deep breath right before he took off out of that. Right before
Hopefully he
out
wasn't
there.
having any flashbacks to last year.
I think it was just the 2 double jumps there were so equal in the same height. You had to be, full tilt racing in it to kind of clear it. You know, I think that was his bigger issue. And everybody's issue is they had to, you had to just flat out be wide open right out of the gate. This year, there's a little bit more of an adjustment, though. I think you'll see a lot more guys make it with ease, especially in the bouncer class. Gave Jay a little bit of breathing room, I'm sure.
Looks like he found that same tree that Austin Bailey got hung up on earlier, but was able to make a pretty quick back up and get back on course.
36 other people went by the tree without hitting it. It's just a bad placement when he come off. I mean, it happens to the best of us, obviously. Go, 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 go.
There we go.
Thought you made a full recovery.
79.256 for Jay Storrs. With just 2 drivers left, we are winding down course 1 for the stock class right now. Dean Rober's in the lead with a 62, and then we've got Noah Butler with a 63. And then I think we've got, I think it's Brandon Davis still with that 66.3. But then we've got Brantley Havens with a 66.5 and Daniel Heckley with a 66.6.
I'm interested to see how tight our UTV Cup classes are going to be close. If our UTV stock classes are this tight, Cup classes will be every bit of this tight. So it's interesting to see, how close those guys in, a minute and a half long course can, how tight, separating, fractions of a second.
I know. It amazes me every time, even though it literally happens every time.
Every time.
But just how close they can all get.
All right, next up we got
I say Timmy, I don't know, it was Timmy and somebody years ago ran the exact same time. It was always very impressive to see.
This is Caden Phillips out on the course.
I say there's nothing really too much to check up on that first uphill climb. It's more of the second one. There's a couple ledges. That's going to be a tight turn for some of the bouncers, I think, tomorrow. The bouncers have to go up and around and come right back down that, and I think it's going to be...
We might see a few hang-ups in the trees.
That's a 76.573 for Caden Phillips.
76.573.
Yeah, I think we run the bouncers. Yeah, the bouncers run literally the exact same course for course 1 and course 2. The only difference on Horsepower Hill, we go up and down on the right to left, and then left to right. So on course 1, it's right to left.
Should be easy to keep track of then.
Yeah, it's really, yeah, literally. And I think we did like almost the exact same course last year too. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Justin Hoback is going to wrap up course 1 for us. Justin drew number 13, so he had the option of going first, last, or 13th, and opted for that last position.
Which again, if you see how loose this dirt is, I think that's a very wise choice here. Because again, there's nothing else. A lot of the sharper ledges get smoothed out, kind of turns it. I always hate to say turns it into a highway, but turns it into a little bit smoother course, a little bit easier. You can manage a little bit suspension wise and tire grip, as well as you also have it worn in, so you know where to go.
That always helps too.
I know with me a lot of times you come to we do so many uphill and downhill, you get jarring around and you're like, wait, am I supposed to go right here or left?
Well, Justin also helps out on the starting line. Doing our safety checks and sending drivers off the line. So I'm going to say that might have been a factor, too, so that he could do as much of that as possible before going to get strapped in and ready to roll. So want to always give the Hobacks a shout-out for all the ways that they help with the series and our event weekends.
There we go.
Not bad, not bad. 67.898 for Justin Hoback.
Did you say that was a 6.7?
No comment, Matt. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back to do a rundown from Course 1 and go on into RCB Axle UTV Cup Class Course 1. So y'all stay tuned.
Don't let waiting in line for service sideline your machine. Eliminate the wait and save money by doing it yourself. AMSOIL makes it simple with oil change kits that include exactly what you need in one convenient package. Choosing the right kit is also simple. Just plug your ride into the Shop by Vehicle tool at AMSOIL.com and have your kit delivered right to your door. Get the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Order now at AMSOIL.com.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
All right, welcome back. We just wrapped up our UTV stock class here at Hot Springs, Arkansas. You can see our top 10 up there. Got Dean Roberts sitting on that #1 spot, and he is leading the season, so that's kind of cool to see. Noah Butler running right beside him. Brandon Davis, Brentley Havens, and Daniel Heckley.
Then we've got Justin Hoback in 6th, Don Curtis, Robert Trainer, Tucker Sessler, and Clay Harris rounding out top 10 for Course 1.
And that will wrap up our UTV stock class for Course 1. And now we're going to head on into the UTV Cup with Course 1 again. A little bit more crazy Cup. Again, we'll see some really crazy stuff tomorrow in the bouncers. But that wraps up Course 1 for our UTV stock class. We will take about a 10 to 15-minute break, they're saying, between Course 1 and Course 2. So we get all flags and stuff all moved around. And then we'll run Course 2 back. But we're not even halfway through our day of racing.
Yeah, that's right. We're only a quarter of the way through.
Yeah.
Our
Looks
day,
like we've got about 20 RCV Axle Cup UTV racers, it looks like.
Yep, and let's take a quick look at our top 5 coming into the weekend. We've got Clay Kaysen leading the pack here with a 26-point lead. Then we've got Casey Howell in 2nd, Cody Kaysen in 3rd, Cooper Bentley in 4th, and Martin Stewart in 5th, points-wise, coming into the weekend.
Yeah, and again, that's kind of crazy to see that 26-point lead. Again, shout out to Clay for out there just getting it and ripping through there. And again, these guys do run a little bit harder course than our stock class. A little more, you'll see the vehicles are a little more advanced, a little more bigger jumps, ledges, stuff like that. And they'll be putting on a little bit faster speeds. So the course is a little bit different.
Well, speaking of course, I think we've got a course map that we are going to throw up on the screen there. Let you guys take a look at this. These course maps are what all of the drivers receive before the races, usually 1 or 2 days before they get these posted, and they can start looking over them, start familiarizing themselves. You can see that the banners or the sponsor flags are there on the course map, so the drivers can start getting in their heads where they need to make those turns, what hills they're going to be coming up and such. So, and then of course drivers are allowed to pre-run as well when they get here, and if nothing else, they can walk the course too. So lots of ways to start practicing and getting the course in their heads.
In that middle section, you see them right there between that right next to that Mickey Thompson banner. You're going to see the bouncers also do that tomorrow, and it looks like the UTV Cup on Course 1 is going down it twice. So it's definitely going to get very, very well worn in.
Let's go ahead and head to the line. We've got Cooper Bentley on the line. Cooper was number 13, and like we mentioned for our stock class, whoever draws number 13 has the option of going first, last, or staying in that 13th spot. Cooper opted to go number 1.
See, that's interesting. I figured he would have chose to go more closer to like the last of the pack.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what his strategy, what his thinking was for hitting that number 1 spot.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him tonight. Say, hey, what was your thought process there? Again, just because it would have been so well grooved in if you'd have been the last guy to go on both courses. And you can see there's a couple of those really rough ledges there before you come down to the bottom of that creek run.
So can you see the difference yet? Okay. Just checking.
Wow. That front diff was digging in there. He is screaming through there. That's a 55.415 for Mr. Cooper Bentley, and that looks like an amazing time. Again, that front diff was bouncing off some of those rocks.
Cooper's got his sights set on the top 3 in points. He's coming for them.
And again, speaking of
top
3,
Clay Kaysen sitting on the line. Clay is the points leader right now at this point in the season for the Cup class, with a pretty comfortable 26-point lead. It's nothing crazy, but it's pretty comfortable too. Cooper just laid down a really fast time, though, definitely setting the bar, but I know that Clay is going to do everything that he can to beat that 55.4.
Yeah. Clay is absolutely flying through there right now. That's fast.
Ooh, 56.043.
Wow.
A second behind Cooper. Some pretty quick runs to start out course one with.
Yeah, that's very impressive. Yeah, they definitely came out and set the bar. That's for sure. Got Casey Howe sitting in that race line starting gate.
What the heck is he going to do? We got Casey Howe on the line. He's got a brand new motor. Unfortunately, brand new motors come with brand new bugs. Let's hope it stays together and runs good. Let's go.
Again, Casey, one of our veteran drivers here in our UTV Cup class. Oh, he's coming out and absolutely laying down quick times.
Casey Howell is second in points
Nice smooth run going.
in Cup class. He is also second in points in Bounty class coming into the weekend.
And it's interesting, the Cup class has to come down that same middle section twice. So I'm curious how many guys are going to pick up a little bit of time on the second time down. All right. That's a 58.473 for Casey Howe. And again, it did sound like his motor was kind of lugging there right at that last straightaway. And it sounded really awesome, right? That last straightaway kind of sounded like it was kind of just bogging down a little bit. But Zach was announcing he does have a brand new engine. So
Ooh.
new engines come with new tunes.
New gremlins?
Yeah, new gremlins. New bugs, so hopefully he gets that 100% dialed in.
Jeter Hamilton on the line now. This is his first time racing with us here at the NRRA.
All right, we got something Hamilton. Let's go.
And, you know, after watching three of our fastest UTV drivers be the first ones on the course, that can be a little intimidating as a new to the series driver. So, but we love seeing new names in our driver lineup, new faces at our drivers' meetings.
All right, it's Jesus Hamilton. That's what I thought I heard. Oh, it's Peter or something.
Yeah, it's always great to see new drivers come out and try their hand at the sport. I obviously encourage it a lot.
Cheater Hamilton. Got it.
Oh, wow. I just heard on the radio, he is 12 years
Wow.
old. Wow.
Let's go. Actually, not bad. 6'2".
62.714 for Jeter Hamilton.
Wow.
Officially our youngest driver.
12 years old.
I can't imagine any of these guys been any younger than that. Jeter totally bypassed our teen class and said, I don't need that. I'm ready for a Cup class. And with an awesome, nice, smooth run.
At 12, he could be racing our youth class in a 170 still. And instead, he's like, no, I'm gonna do a Cup class. We're gonna come out and lay it down. But all right, while we get our course clear and get set up for the next driver, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we have tons of racing action coming right after this.
There's only one tire brand that can call itself legendary. Rebirthed from the depths of Baja and representing decades of racing heritage. Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. This dominating tire is purpose-built for thrill seekers everywhere. The new Baja Legend MTZ. It's time to get what you really want in a tire. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound for enhanced wet performance. PowerPly 3-ply construction for sidewall protection and responsive handling. Improved 4-pitch side biters for bold looks and off-road grip. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. Gear up and roll with the American mud terrain legend, the Baja Legend MTZ.
Welcome back. We've got Josh Krapinski on the line now. We are not quite halfway through course 1 for the RCB Axle UTV Cup class. Fastest time right now is still our first driver out the gate, Cooper Bentley, with a 55.4.
All right, they said they're ready. Let's see what he's got. He's been doing pretty good.
Here we go with Josh Krapinski.
Josh has been racing with us for quite a while.
Matt, I'll give you $1 if you can spell his last name.
Yeah. I know how to say it, but I don't know how to spell
No
it.
cheating.
Yeah. Krapinski. It ends in ski, so S-K-Y.
No. Oh, you're so close.
Yeah, listen, Superman has kryptonite, I have spelling, okay?
My $1 is safe.
Your dollar will always be safe when it comes to spelling. I like this chassis, how the tubes kind of run that A post and B post. Man, Josh is thrashing through there. Again, trying to push for that downhill speed.
Oh,
It does not sound pretty.
Yeah. Making popcorn.
That's a 69.609.
609.
Okay, for Josh Krapinski. Yeah, that did. Well, he was thrashing down that hill, and it was kind of the back end and front end was kind of bucking and donkey kicking. So I don't know if he knocked a sensor loose or made something to read not quite right, but it did not sound happy as he pulled to the finish line. All right, we got Hunter Shane sitting in that race line starting gate.
Hunter is another one of our young drivers out here. Showtime Shane.
Yeah.
Joined us new for this season, also here with the NRRA.
Yeah. I heard on the radio he lost front-wheel drive, and I noticed the sound because it was like, wee! like halfway up the hill, it radically changed pitch sound. So I would say he definitely lost something.
Motor started working a little harder.
It did. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the back end just plowing through there.
He's still clawing his way up the hill, though.
I would say about halfway up there, he realized something is not right.
But you know what, Matt? It's all downhill from here.
Oh.
Think he's going to make it.
He's a heck of a racer, too. So I think he can just,
He is.
motorbike through there and get it done. See what that time's going to be.
70.848 for Hunter Shane.
Not bad for mostly in two-wheel drive. He also brought some stickers over the other day.
He did, yeah, and
Koozies.
shirts.
Yeah. Some very cool merch.
The drivers are catching on that the way to Matt's heart is either through snacks or merch.
Yeah.
I call it Snickers or stickers.
Yeah, which we love. We love both.
Bring one to Matt, and he'll be your friend for life.
I'm a simple man, okay? You give me something to eat, some toys to play with. I'm a happy guy, you know.
Hey, yeah, no need to overcomplicate life, right?
Yeah. I think that's most race car drivers. Like, hey, you give me a cheeseburger and a race car, I'm happy, you know. All right, we're going to take a quick look at that top 5. And this is our UTV Cup class we got here.
Whoever's next didn't get the memo.
Everybody waiting in suspense. Yeah. Oh, come back. There it is. Cooper Bentley in the lead with a 55, followed by Clay Kaysen with that 56. Casey Howell in third with a 58. Jeter Hamilton with 62. And then Josh Krapinski rounding out top 5 with that 69. We are almost halfway through course 1 here for the RCV Axle UTV Cup class.
It's been beautiful weather here. I mean, nice sun.
It is. It's
kind of
perfect weather.
Cool breeze. It has been perfectly heaven right now.
No dust clouds.
Yeah, for real.
Like we experienced.
Yeah.
At Rush.
And I feel like Rush is either rain or dusty.
Oh, yes.
Like
There is
no in between.
and there's no in between at all.
It's like we're walking through puddles as it rains, or there's dust.
It's either like calf-deep mud.
For real.
Or all of that is dry, and it's a top layer of dust that billows.
It's like silt just scattering over all the people.
We do still love racing at Rush, though.
Yeah, it's a good park. It's fun. EB's a great guy. Always does great. Make sure he has a nice, safe area for the spectators.
I think it's just Kentucky because Wildcat's
the same way. Yeah. Again, both parks, tons of good food vendors. They have a great seating area at both parks.
Oh, yeah. Very spectator friendly.
Yeah, both are very spectator friendly. It's kind of like an auditorium almost. You know, every seat is really good.
Off-road amphitheater.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. It's
Wildcat especially.
That nice kind of Thunderdome background.
Well, it looks like maybe our drivers are doing rock, paper, scissors or something to decide who's next on the line.
One of them's probably running off to go to the bathroom. The rest are like, well, I'm in front of this guy.
I learned a fashionably late, but this is a little bit excessive if you ask me.
I believe we should have Cody Kaysen coming up to the line next.
Yeah.
That's okay, guys. It's Cody's first race. We'll cut him some slack. He's still figuring out all this racing stuff.
Garion's used to down there trying to herd cats, corral them all together. It's almost like pressing with a stick. Like, all right, you're next. You're next.
We need to give her a cattle prod.
Yeah.
That'll get them moving. She had a megaphone at one point.
Yeah. And most of our veteran drivers are usually pretty good about keeping track of everybody, making sure all in line. And
which Cody is at this point. That was pure sarcasm for anyone who didn't grab that off my last comment. Well, while we're waiting on these guys to get sorted out and lined up, we are just going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back to send somebody off the line.
Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
Whatever you drive, however you drive, AMSOIL specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicle. Our Shop by Vehicle tool takes the guesswork out of picking the right oil and filter for your vehicle. Then choose the best product and packaging option for you and get everything you need to complete the job shipped right to your door. For the protection you demand and the performance you deserve, shop by vehicle at amsoil.com.
Welcome back. Looks like we've got a driver on the line. Cody Kaysen is ready to roll. Time to beat right now is a 55.4 from Cooper Bentley. Let's see what Cody can do about it.
He was out practicing this morning, and I feel like this is going to be a very competitive run.
We also saw him race already in the stock class as well. Cody is third in points coming into the weekend behind Casey and Clay. Only 3 points ahead of Cooper.
Wow. He is flying through there now in his full body. All right, what's the time going to be?
Ooh.
That's a 54.034 for Cody Kaysen.
And that is our new leader.
Oh, wow.
On course 1. He edged out Cooper Bentley.
Get her done.
By 1 second.
1 second.
Cody with that 54, now followed by Cooper with the 55, and then Clay with a 56.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the trick is just getting them on the line.
Yeah.
After that, they know what to do.
Yeah.
All right, Riley Pete on the line, and Riley is running for Nathaniel Bell today.
They say Riley Pete running for Nathan.
Riley comes out of Lindale, Georgia to race with us. He is the owner of Dirty South Motorsports, which specializes in building custom off-road race chassis as well as cages for full-body machines.
He is ripping through there.
Fun fact about Riley Pete, he and Johnny Gibbs are related.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
But somehow they're related.
As fast as he was coming down that hill, I believe it. Johnny Gibbs is a bit of a wild man, but literally one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And Riley Pete here is definitely laying it down.
Nice run, getting those points for Nathaniel. .956 for Riley Pete. It's a 6th place time right now. We are 2/3 of the way through course 1 for the RCB Axle UTV Cup class. Thank you guys for tuning in with us here on Hillside Live, both to our online audience on Rock Racing TV's YouTube channel and to our television audience joining us on Power Sports World. We are not even halfway through our day of racing here at Hot Springs ORV in Arkansas. You guys stay tuned. But if you have to step away from all the action at some point this weekend, you can always check it out on Rock Racing TV's YouTube channel. Lots of other good content on there as well. And Alston Tidwell is on the line.
Get nice smooth transitions there from that double jump and the tabletop. gung-ho up there a little bit, but you can hear that machine roar definitely when he hammers down on it.
Alston's been racing with the NRRA since 2022. He says watching Bobby Tanner and Dale Larson and the Bouncers and Wild Wyatt Wilson in the UTVs is what inspired him to join in the fun.
Again, I love this drone shot here. Shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. for helping us out with all of our drone needs. Oh, we got Lucas himself out here this weekend. That's a 78.758 for Austin Tidwell. That's a sharp chassis, too.
Yeah, it's that whiskey bent.
Yeah.
He calls that one.
I've seen some stuff get bent when whiskey's involved.
Yeah, is that how that happens?
Yeah. Many off-road parks where I've seen guys that have consumed lots of whiskey think they can do it, too. And that's usually when everything starts getting bent. And it's a lot of fun. You know, it's good times.
Good times.
As a spectator, I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, good times for the
spectator, yeah.
Spectators.
Not so much for the guy fixing everything. When I'm a racer, I'm the other side of that podium. I'm the other side of the coin, trying to go back and fix everything and put it all back together.
Yeah, that takes some of the fun out of it at that point. But then we forget about it and go and do it all again.
Like, you're so mad, so irritated, and then by the end of the week, you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go racing.
It's like, where are we going next?
Yeah. Where are we going next?
Martin Stewart up next. Martin is 5th in points coming into the weekend. He also had a 5th place finish at our last event at Rush, Kentucky.
We've seen him in this single-seat car for a while. I wonder if he still has his right-hand drive.
Question. Good shot to show you guys how steep that first hill, the horsepower hill, is. The whole Mickey Thompson mountainside is pretty steep out here today. But that first long drag all the way top to bottom. Bottom to top, rather.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. And there's some like cutouts in it too, so like just when you think you've got a good momentum, it'll kind of pop your front end up. Again, you'll see that tomorrow. Don't miss that rake in action here on YouTube. All right.
.255 for Martin Stewart. That's a 5th place time right now on course 1. Looks like 3 or 4 drivers still to go before we finish up course 1. And before we send those guys off, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back to wrap up course 1.
right, welcome back. We have a few drivers left of course 2 here of our UTV Cup.
Course 1.
Of course,
and then we'll be coming to course 2. But real quick, let's take a look at our top 10 standing right now. Cody Kaysen in the lead with that 54, followed by Cooper Bentley, Clay Kaysen, Casey Howell, and Martin Stewart's your top 5.
Yeah, that's going to round our top 5. Junior Henton coming in 6th. Nathaniel Bell coming in 7th. Josh Krapinski coming in 8th. Hunter Shane coming in 9th. And Austin Tidwell coming in 10th.
I believe I see Tim Cameron in the race line starting gate now.
All right, clock is hot. Here we go.
Timmy had a 3rd place finish at our last event at Rush, Kentucky, just a couple of weeks ago.
He is flying.
He's going to have to fly to beat that 54 from Cody Kaysen.
That uphill to downhill transition was just impressive.
We know Timmy's got some skills.
Yeah.
Skills on the hills.
Skills on the hills. I love it. Got some skills on the hills. That's going to be fast. That's a 55.204.
That is a 2nd place time right now. Cody Kaysen still hanging on to that top spot with a 54. Now followed by Timmy with that 55.2. And then we've got Cooper Bentley right behind him with a 55.4.
Ooh, that is some tight racing.
Jay Wilson on the line now.
I'm curious to see how fast those guys hit the tabletop tomorrow in the mountain. So Jay had a nice smooth run going up to it, but I have no fear that there's going to be at least one guy that's going to come in there too hot and steamy and launch up. I just hope I'm not that guy. Okay. This downhill section looks like a lot of fun too. Kind of these steps. We'll be going up it and down it tomorrow.
This is the UTV that looks like Peter Basler's old rig.
The front end especially.
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Peter Basler was our first ever,
Yeah.
first winner of the Southern Rock Racing Series back in 2012. And Jay with a nice run there. Let's check his time. 60.218 for Jay Wilson.
Good job. I mean, we're counting 5-5. No, Jay Wilson. I don't know.
Next up, we've got Kevin Wiggins. Another new driver to the NRRA.
Yeah, we have quite a few new drivers this weekend.
Yeah. A lot of times we will get some local drivers. I don't know if that's the case for all these guys this weekend, but whatever park we're at, we might, bring in a handful of drivers that are local to that area. And then a lot of times they'll have so much fun that they keep coming back and traveling with us.
I think a lot of times it seems intimidating in drivers. They come out and race with us and they go, "Oh, that's not that bad. That was actually a lot of fun."
Yeah.
Like even if you break, you get home and you're like, "That was a really good time."
Like we're nice people. We're fun to hang out with.
We are.
We'll feed you.
Yeah. We have
if you break something, people will help you fix it.
Yeah, I was like, we have snacky snacks. We have tools. What is there? Nice smooth run going here.
Oh, Kevin having a little trouble at the top of the hill there. We've seen that from a couple of our UTV drivers.
Yeah, there's a lot of trees, and again,
and it's hard to tell on the screen. So that's, we can take our clues from what's going on with the drivers. That it's a little tighter than it looks on camera up there at the top.
That's an 85.691 for Kevin Wiggins. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back with the race results right after these messages.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
Don't let waiting in line for service sideline your machine. Eliminate the wait and save money by doing it yourself. AMSOIL makes it simple, with oil change kits that include exactly what you need in one convenient package. Choosing the right kit is also simple. Just plug your ride into the Shop by Vehicle tool at AMSOIL.com and have your kit delivered right to your door. Get the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Order now at AMSOIL.com.
All right, welcome back. We're going to do the top 10 results for our course number 1. We got Cody Kaysen sitting in that number 1 spot. Tim Cameron just barely getting squeaked out to number 2. Cooper Bentley sitting in 3. Clay Kaysen sitting at 4. And Casey Howe in your top 5.
Then we've got Jay Wilson in 6th. Martin Stewart 7th. Jeter Hamilton 8th. Nathaniel Bell, who had Riley Pete driving for him, for 9th, and then Josh Krapinski rounding out top 10 for Course 1 of the RCV Axle UTV Cup class. Since we finished Course 1 for both of our classes now, we are going to take just a short break, about 10 minutes. We have a feature we're going to play for you guys, so we're not going off air, but we will be back in about 10 minutes with Course 2 for both UTV Stock and UTV Cup, so we'll see you in just a few.
All right, welcome back to the second half of our day of racing. We have all of Course 1 out of the way. We're getting ready to kick off Course 2. We're going to start off with our UTV stock class as always. Definitely had a fun day of racing so far.
Yeah, we have. Everybody's, let's see, no major carnage. A couple of little, we had a couple two-wheel drive goes at the hill, so nothing too crazy, just some nice fast runs. I'll give you guys a top 5 rundown from Course 1 for UTV stock just to refresh your memory on where things ended up. Dean Roberts had the fastest time, followed by Noah Butler, Brandon Davis, Brantley Havens, and Daniel Heckley. Those were your top 5 from Course 1. So we are just about ready to head to the line and start sending them for Course 2.
Yeah, and not too many crazy things happened, like you said, in Course 1. We did have one driver who actually started off in two-wheel drive because he broke his front diff down here testing and tuning it earlier this morning or yesterday. I know there was a handful of them on the plan on the course yesterday. I talked to Wade Goot, and he said he brought his bouncer down this morning early and kind of hit it, and he said everything felt good. So I know you've even had some bouncers planned. I know once we wrap up with this, the bouncers fly to the hill, and they're all ripping and rolling.
Free-for-all.
It was really cool this year at Windrock. Literally the minute we shut down UTVs, all the bouncers. And again, I think it's also, being that everybody tears everything down off season, they want to get out and try to hear how it feels and check it all out. So we had 12 bouncers all on the course, all weaving at the same time. And me and Nick are at the bottom. We just looked and we're like, Nick goes, "This is so cool." And I'm like, I know, it's awesome. And it was just neat to see everybody kind of out there playing around, having fun, and guys kind of feeling out everything. But very cool. And I think that's how a lot of times guys get to race courses that way. They want to feel the course out, feel how it's doing, and feel the car. Maybe if they've made any adjustments, check everything out, and see whether they adjustments are doing what they want it to or not. Whether it be tuning an engine, tuning a shock package, or something. Like I said, Casey Howe, I know he put a new engine in, so. It sounded like he was kind of bogging down at the end, so I'm sure he went back and made some adjustments as well and get everything, try to be dialed in as possible. Because, again, that, top 3, top 5 are just so competitive in each of their classes. So
yeah. So true. I think that we are just about to get them lined up. If you give the drivers a 10-minute break, it's almost better to just not tell them that they have a break. Just let them stay ready to go. It's like getting kindergartners lined up sometimes.
It really
Everybody
is.
Gets a little distracted, gets a snack, and goes, I don't know what they're all doing.
Yeah.
But, we're working on getting them lined up and somebody to start us off for Course 2. In the meantime, we can take a look at the course map for Course 2 and see what these guys are going to be doing on the course this time.
Again, this is the UTV stock. Again, it looks like Course 1 and Course 2 are the exact same thing. They were a very simple run, nothing super crazy, uphill and downhill. That far left side, you can see that little loop at the top. They're actually racing up, looping around, and coming right back down the same thing, which is kind of fun because you get a feel for it when you're going up and okay, I can push a little harder here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do get a little bobbled. There was one time I was going up that and I forgot there was 2 ledges. I hit the first one and then just mad the gas. I hit that second one, it threw the whole buggy all around. And then my dad got down, he's like, "What were you doing?" I was like, "I don't know." I said, "I forgot it was there."
You're like, I was rock bouncing.
Yeah, for real. I was like, "I don't know. I forgot it was there." He started laughing. So, again, appreciate our marketing partners coming out here. This race is brought to you by Spyder Offroad, which is Clyde's off-road shop. So if you have any off-road needs, you can hit him up. He can take care of your off-road stuff, whether it be side-by-sides or big vehicles.
Yeah, they're in the Horn Lake, Mississippi area. But real quick, we mentioned that loop that they can make and come right back down. So they can choose if they're going to make that clockwise or counterclockwise, if they're going to go right or left. So they have, it's nice to have options on the course, and depending on maybe you get bounced one way and naturally are going into that, to make your corner, or you decide that one way you think you can make it a little faster than another. So it is nice to have options on course.
Yeah, and again, that's a good point. You may have a plan, but the course may decide something else.
Yep. Sometimes the course makes the plan for you.
Yeah.
But we are ready to go. I think we've got somebody on the line, so let's head to the line and see who we've got kicking things off for Course 2. And it is Cody Kaysen. Cody had, Cody had a DNF, unfortunately, on Course 1 for stock. He had the fastest time for Cup class, but he did break a belt in stock. Let's see if he can get through the finish line this time around. He is racing for Max Lawrence in the stock class for the rest of the season.
Looks like he got that belt fixed pretty quickly. Again, coming out and making some I know that a lot of guys make some quick changes. That's not necessarily a quick change, but he was able to get it done.
These guys don't play around.
That CNC Offroad. And we always ask Cody and Clay, does that stand for Cody and Clay or Kaysen and Kaysen? And they're like, don't worry about it. So, again, changing a belt for those guys is pretty quick work. Again, he's racing for Max Lawrence. That obviously super sharp teal and white car, you know. I'm a little partial.
Naturally.
But, yeah, he got to about right here and was just wide open throttle and broke the belt, unfortunately. And had a...
Speaking of wide open throttle.
had a blistering time going. Unfortunately, he had a DNF, but we'll see what that time's going to be. That's a 59.821 for Clay Kaysen, or Cody Kaysen.
That was a really fast run. That is going to be hard to beat. And Cody being the first one out the gate, setting the bar very high for the rest of the class. We'll see what they can do about it. I think we've got Brandon Davis. Yep, Brandon coming up to the race line starting gate now.
Brandon took a little bit of a break with us and went and did some Ultra 4 racing last event. He's back out here with us. Again, he runs in the big bouncer class. He runs that UFO chassis, so he wanted to go out and do a little playing around with it. Him and Paul Wolf are out there. Paul Wolf used to race a Can-Am with it as well. Like you see Brandon on course right now with us. Very cool to see those guys out there mixing it up together.
Yeah, we definitely had in the last few years the Can-Am Revolution.
Yeah.
It used to just be, we had one here and there, and I mean, Paul was really kind of it for the while this season that he started with us, and definitely see a lot more of them out on the courses now. Very capable machines. Yeah. We call it Brandon's the Can-Am the Can.
He's been racing with it for a while. Hey, this is a new chassis, a new Can-Am chassis. He had actually started to break the old one, so he upgraded this one.
Brandon had a third-place finish on course 1.
Wow.
And a solid run here. For course 2, a 64.497 for Brandon Davis. Looks like we've got our current points leader as well as our leader from course 1, Dean Roberts, on the course, hitting those race line ramps. Dean would like to give a shout out to Sinister Off-Road Fab, Carter's UTV Repair, Side Effect Graphics, Brush Creek Motorsports, Moen's Mechanic Service, American Super Sports, and Cody Wheeler Excavating for supporting his race program.
See what time's going to be. That's a 61.435. Not quite fast enough to squeak out Cody Kaysen.
Yeah, definitely a very solid run, but I do think that now that we have Cody filling in for Max Lawrence for the rest of the season, Dean's gonna have his work cut out for him. But because Cody only came in the last couple races in the stock class, he's gonna have to climb the points ladder.
Yeah.
He's got half the season left to do it.
And it's also neat to see, again, with our stock class, we run a lot of times, the Course 1 and Course 2 are the same. So just like Dean really just ran with us, he ran a 62 on Course 1, but a 61 on Course 2. So was able to pick up a second half there. It's always neat to see guys who can shave a little extra time on there.
Don Curtis on the course now.
Don's been racing with us for quite a while. I always like to point out he's our inaugural season champion of our VIN class we used to have. Him and his family have been coming to races for quite a while. Him and his trusty dad and mom will make the long trip from Kansas. He said they still have the Chevy, and I keep pressuring him to try to turn it into a bouncer. And he said it's in the works, but he said it's going to take a little bit. He's trying to buy a house right now. He said he has a long commute to work, so he said we're trying to pick him on a house right now.
Got to prioritize.
I said, you don't need no house?
Live in the bouncer.
Like, I had a buddy who lived in a $2,800 trailer and had a $10,000 fish aquarium. Okay, listen, your priorities have to be right.
Fish aquarium?
Yeah, he had a $10,000 fish aquarium and lived in a $2,800 trailer.
I don't know about that ratio.
I'm just saying. Listen, priorities, okay? He is ripping through there. Wow. These guys are just flying through that finish line.
66.434 for Don Curtis.
Shaved about 3 seconds off from time 1 to time 2.
Looks like Bert Sevy on the line. We've got his daughter Aubrey Sevy hanging out with us in the production trailer.
I was about to say, we'll see the other 2/3 of that Sevy racing team tomorrow.
Yeah, they're racing in the youth class.
Because as we say, the family that raced together stays together.
That's right.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I said, your family raced together too.
Yeah. If it wasn't for my dad, I probably would have never gotten into this whole world of racing. Even Taylor became part of a race family.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see how tight fit is through some of those trees there. Especially on the wide body UTV Cup guys. They're definitely trying to squeak through some of these passes with the trees. Kind of donkey kicking the rear end around there. All right. Wow. These guys are just ripping through the finish line. It's so cool to see them. Because the finish line is right next to the production trailer. It's cool. See how fast these guys. That's a 70.009. Wow. That Bert picked up 7 seconds.
Nicely done.
I mean, that is impressive.
As long as we can keep him away from the trees.
Yeah.
Bert knows how to lay down a fast time.
Yeah, that's impressive. Again, shout out to Bert.
Next up, Nathan Carter.
Nathan Carter on the line now.
I think they all have teal cages. I've seen a few new UTVs that are racing with us that have teal cages. And I think the teal cage is that family. They have different stuff on top of them, but the teal cage, I think, is kind of the family motto.
That's the Carter signature?
Yeah. All right, nice smooth run to the finish here. I also like the hot pink wheels.
72.421 for Nathan Carter.
That and the hot pink seatbelt, hot pink wheels. I definitely like it. Kind of a fun 80s vibe. Maybe a 90s vibe, you know, that kind of neon teal, neon pink.
Matt loves a good color scheme, y'all.
I do.
Brantley Haven's on the line now. We got any Brantley fans watching?
His big cowboy hat himself. Wow. Kind of launching up there. I think we'll see. I think we might see a little bit of that tomorrow with the big buggies. Kind of airing them out a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'm excited and a little bit nervous at the same time. He is scooting down that hill. Again, Brantley Havens is one of our youngest drivers out there. He could be technically racing in our team class, but decided to bump up, race into the UTV stock. Ooh. Just flying downhill there. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, getting after it.
He is getting squirrely.
It's definitely fun to watch the progression for our young drivers.
Wow, third
Especially
place.
ones like Brantley that started in the youth class, then teen, now stock.
Yeah.
That was a 64.002 for Brantley Havens. Here we go with Jay Stortz.
And Jay had a very tumultuous run with us last year. But
yeah, we replayed his run from last year during course 1. It's a little reminder of how things went down.
Yeah, not where you want to be at, but
it made the highlight reel, that's for
he
sure.
He definitely did.
So far, so good for Jay here today, though. Oh, well, I might have spoke too soon. It doesn't look like there's any trees involved right now, though, so that's good.
Yeah. You can kind of see some grooves getting worn in that downhill section. It's definitely going to be fast tomorrow. Jay just carrying that front wheel all the way around. He is flying through there. Again, shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. They're doing an awesome job of giving us great drone footage this weekend. They do usually sit near or around the production trailer. You get to hang out with them a little bit before and after. That's a 75.587 for Mr. Jay Storrs. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, get everything reset, and we'll be back right after these messages.
There's only one tire brand that can call itself legendary. Rebirthed from the depths of Baja and representing decades of racing heritage, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. This dominating tire is purpose-built for thrill seekers everywhere. The new Baja Legend MTZ. It's time to get what you really want in a tire. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound for enhanced wet performance. PowerPly 3-ply construction for sidewall protection and responsive handling. Improved 4-pitch side biters for bold looks and off-road grip. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. Gear up and roll with the American mud terrain legend, the Baja Legend MTZ.
All right, welcome back, guys. Again, you can see all the UTVs there on your far left screen, all lined up, ready to go. We got Caden Phillips sitting down in that race line starting gate. Cade's been racing with us for a little bit. Again, it's great to see all these new faces, new names coming out. We have some in the bouncer class as well. And it's just it's a lot of fun. Guys getting in there, getting some seat time. Timmy Cameron told me that one time. He said there's no seat time like race seat time, and I definitely have to agree with that. Getting out, get on course, and feeling the pressure, knowing all the eyeballs of the park are on you, you can definitely mistakes get heightened under a microscope. So you definitely learn from those very quickly, and it really is a good feel.
Yeah, when you're in race mode, mentally it's all different too than if you're just at home, buzzing around or trail riding or whatever. So it's good to get used to that feeling. Yeah.
And again, being more comfortable with the course even. We've seen almost all of our drivers have picked up time from course 1 to course 2. So I know that we, obviously as you get more comfortable with the course, more comfortable with the car, you start pushing the boundaries of that car a little bit or pushing the boundaries of the course, going in corners a little harder, a little faster, or going downhill a little bit more steamy, which you've seen here a few times a day. Guys kind of start bucking and donkey kicking as they're coming down. Yeah, you can see that. You see how violent that hill is, especially when you start pushing some speed through it. All right, see what his time's going to be. That's an 82.665 for Caden Phillips.
That is the most badges I've ever seen on a Jeep that looks like it sits on the showroom floor.
We are about halfway through course 2 for UTV stock. Fastest time on course 2 right now is Cody Kaysen with a 59.8. Then followed by Dean Roberts with a 61. And then it looks like Brantley Havens with a 64.0. Those are your top 3 right now on course 2. Is this Noah? I think this is Noah Butler on the course now. I can't quite see the side of the rig. Yeah, it is. Noah Butler. Noah had the second fastest time on course 1. He held on to that fastest time, too, for about, the next dozen drivers.
Yeah. Having a great graphics package with, some good logos, especially your logo and your name, is always really great. I've seen Cole from Mad Ram 11 do one that one day. I was talking about that online. He said, UTV drivers, please put your name on your cage or on the side of your car. He said, because we have 9 black UTVs pull up in a row. He said, it's kind of hard to pick out who's racing who.
They do kind of all look the same after a while when
They
they don't
yeah.
have those distinctive features.
Yeah, and it's like, well, mine has metal doors. Yeah, but so does the other 37 guys. So, again, Butler came by and handed out some stickers to us a few weeks ago. Very cool. Very neat to see his logo on the side of the buggy as well. And he is ripping through that flat lane. He is definitely very comfortable in that car. That's a 61.295 for Noah Butler.
Good job, though. Good job. Joseph.
All right, we got Tucker Sessler down there. Got to walk the course with him a little bit at Rush. Talk to him.
It's hot. Send it. Let's go. Let's go.
Really great to see him out there and laying it down. He's launching out there. We're going to have to get some of that 360 footage from his buggy as he's, making these big jumps. Yeah, you get a little squirrely
Hang
up
in there,
there.
Tucker.
There we go. His landing out of the jump was super smooth.
72.193 for Tucker Sessler. We do have a quick drone recovery mission.
That happens from time to time.
We had drone down.
It's not like we throw dirt and rocks and debris at them the entire time they're running.
Yeah, let's see what the drone's looking at right now.
Yeah, that checks out.
That's what it looks like when you're strapped into a buggy and you roll over.
Yeah,
That's what your view is.
Just recovered a drone. A completely disabled drone, evidently. All right, big shout out to the recovery guy.
This is the view of our drone being recovered.
Excellent.
That's
I don't know who that is, but thank you.
That's also the view you see if you're like underneath if you're like upside down in the side by side or bouncer.
Somebody comes to help
So
you.
as someone's jogging up, that's kind of what you see as they're jogging up.
There's Clyde.
Give the camera a good clean there. I love this view.
Oh, good times. We like to have fun out here,
Yeah.
guys. That's Clyde Bynum, the captain of the NRRA ship, owner, operator, drone rescuer,
Drone rescuer.
everything else here with the NRRA.
Or fearless leader. Yeah.
We've got Austin Bailey on the line now. Austin was our Our first DNF on course 1. He started the course in two-wheel drive after breaking his front end during pre-running earlier today. So did his best with it until he got hung up on a tree and could not get backed up with that two-wheel drive and had to get a little recovery assistance, kind of like our drone just did.
Yeah. It happens. Sometimes it's a drone, sometimes it's a racer. You never know.
And we don't leave anybody behind out here. It's a good opportunity to give a shout out and thank you to our recovery crew, our staff and volunteers here and at every park we go to for working hard to help us keep everybody safe and keep everything moving smoothly during our race day. We couldn't do it without everybody that pitches in for a recovery.
All right, Austin Bailey, clock is hot. Ooh. I was curious if we were going to see anybody kind of bobble it on that double jump, but so far everybody's done it pretty smooth.
So he's still in two-wheel drive, remember?
Again, that's why you can see all the dirt, shooting from the back of it, but not, unfortunately, from the front.
He knows to watch out for that tree, though, this time around.
Yeah, and I feel like once you've made the course once, you're like, oh.
I'm having a little bit of deja vu here.
I say once you complete the course on the first run, you're like, hey, it's the same course. I got no problem.
All right, let's see how he's going to get out of this one.
Love this drone footage. It's just literally like you're getting a nice 360 view of the race car.
We have definitely been spoiled with the addition of drone footage over our last several years of racing. It would not be the same without it now. That's for sure. So Austin, okay, it looks like he's going to go ahead and come down. I thought maybe he was just taking a roundabout U-turn back to the top, but it looks like he's going to go ahead and come down. All right, Cohen Ellison next up.
Representing Ellison Racing. They say clock's hot. They're ready for you. Go.
Part of that Ellison Racing crew out here this weekend. And then we always have a handful of the bright red machines running around. Matching logos on the doors. Very cool to see.
Thanks to his stunt driver, Cooper Bentley at Rush, Cohen was able to get the points for a 4th place finish.
There we go. You see a little bit of that water, a creek, as they're splashing through that little kind of bottoms down there. Then right here, they're actually launching over a creek. That's a 73.191 for Cohen Ellison.
There's going to be another Cohen joining the race family shortly.
Oh, yeah?
The Hobex.
Oh, yeah?
The new young one.
Yeah.
Is going to be Cohen.
I like that. Yeah, she's coming up pretty soon then.
Yeah, next month.
Yeah, I was like, that's going to be pretty quick.
We're growing the race family.
I was like, I like it. Say that 3 times fast. Cohen, Collier, Clara. All right, we got Robert Trainer sitting in that race line starting gate. Robert, one of our veteran racers, out here making this look easy.
Robert is third in points coming into the weekend. Only 1 point behind Brantley Havens. But he's got his work cut out for him to catch up to Dean, who's got that 53-point lead.
He is getting it. There we go. There's a nice smooth run to the finish line. See what that time's going to be.
.984 for Robert. Looks like we've got 4 drivers left before we wrap up course 2 for UTV stock. And then, of course, we've still got course 2 for our RCV Axle UTV Cup class. And then tomorrow, we've got 5 classes racing. Our UTV Bounty, the Unlimited and Limited Bouncers, and our UTV Teen and Youth classes. So a full day of racing here tomorrow at Hot Springs ORV. Jamie Fortin leaving the line now.
Again, you can see how much suspension these newer UTVs have. Just, when they launch out, you can see the drop in the tires, just showcasing how much flex these things have. It's just insane. We've taken my dad's Honda out with the live valve on there, and it's impressive how adaptive that live valve is whether you're trolling around the park or just out there ripping it.
Jamie's getting after it right now. Did you guys bring the Honda?
We didn't.
Oh.
My dad didn't come this time, so I just brought my bouncer by myself.
What are we going to trail ride in, Matt?
I know. We could trail ride the bouncer. The problem is we'd break it probably.
That thing wasn't made for comfort for a passenger.
It was not.
I've been in that passenger seat before.
That's right.
We could technically, but
yeah.
.181 for Jamie Fortin.
Yeah, I forgot you have her in there. That was at Disney.
A few different times.
Yeah. I mean, Disney's where it broke down in at.
Yep, there was that.
I had a ground cable or something that went bad. Yeah, there's a ton of trails here.
Yeah, they've got some nice riding here at Hot Springs.
It was me, Dan Carter. Who else was there? There was me and Dan Carter were in the back, and there was I can't remember who was driving. And we went out and had a blast one night. Wyatt Wilson and his wife were in the front seat of a 4-seater.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we had a blast. I think Clyde, and there was a bunch of us. It might have been a charity event or something they had here.
Is this Daniel? Daniel
Yeah.
Heckley.
He is getting it.
He's a man on a mission.
I know him and Brandon have side bets sometimes, so which involves cash, haircuts, whatever you could imagine, okay? Wow. That stinks.
Okay, he's going again.
He was flying. He was on pace to be a new leader. Wow. You can see kind of how he's fitting through some of those trees. He is scooting.
This is one of those,
Wow.
heck, why not kind of runs.
Yeah.
Daniel did have a 5th place finish on course 1.
That's 70.004 for Daniel Heckley. Good enough for 8th place on course number 2.
If it wasn't for that backup at the top of the hill,
He was
moving.
flying.
You got it. That was rowdy.
Looks like Justin Hoback on the line.
I know he was number 13, so this might be our last run.
All right, the grand finale. Justin Hoback.
I know Justin was out here pre-running today because his daughter Clara uses the same vehicle to race the teen class, and they have a different seat that they put in it for her so that she can reach the pedals. So Justin did his pre-running before the course today, and that way Clara can do hers. They can switch the seats, and she can do hers tonight instead of having to get up early and come out tomorrow before the races, because getting kiddos up early, earlier on race day, and suited and booted and out the door, and that can be a little tricky sometimes. So they'll be doing some pre-running for Clara down here once they change that seat.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's kind of like the opposite of a milk crate. You're trying to scoot her forward, not like up.
And then they're going to be welcoming the newest member of the race family next month, the Hobacks.
That's
70.847 for Justin Hoback.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break while we get everything set up for our UTV Cup class, and we'll be back right after these messages.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are going to take a quick look at our top 10 rundown from Course 2 of the UTV stock class. Cody Kaysen running for Max Lawrence had the fastest time, followed by Noah Butler, Dean Roberts, Brantley Havens, and Brandon Davis as your top 5.
Rounding out the top 10 is Robert Trainer coming in 6th, Don Curtis, Daniel Heckley, Bert Savvy, and Jamie Fortin. That's your top 10 for the UTV stock class on course number 2. All right, while we're here, we're going to go ahead and take a quick preview of what course number 1 looked like for that top 10. We had Cody Kaysen sitting in first place. Timmy Cameron just barely squeaked out. Cooper Bentley sitting in third. Clay Kaysen sitting in fourth. And Casey Howe rounding out top 5.
Then we had Jay Wilson, Martin Stewart, Jeter Hamilton, Nathaniel Bell, and that was Riley Pete driving for Nathaniel, and Josh Krapinski rounding out our top 10 from course 1 of the UTV Cup class. And now we are ready to start sending them. Oh, hello, everybody. For course 2 of the RCV Axle UTV Cup class. I think we might be starting with Cody? Nope. This might be Riley Pete. All right, this is, in fact, Riley Pete. Riley is running for Nathaniel Bell today.
Riley Pete. I mean, it's bad to have 2 first names, but to have a last name and a first name is even weirder.
You can definitely tell when the buggy turns and the exhaust points in our direction because these things are so loud. He is absolutely laying it down.
Riley would like to give a shout out to Dirty South Motorsports, Natural State Racecraft, Performance Motorsports, UTV Lab, Max Offroad, Whiskey Biz, AHL Design Concepts, Chicken Shine, Perfection Driveline, and UTV Performance Shock Service for supporting his race program.
Go, baby, go. That's a 64.136. That is a cool looking chassis.
Oh, that's Cooper Bentley on the line.
He also knows a thing or two about racing.
Cooper had a third place finish on course 1.
Again, you can see those big monster hills there where we're going to see the rock bouncers on tomorrow. And one of those guys racing those rock bouncers will be Mr. Cooper Bentley out there on course now. Does a little double duty on some weekends. He is just thrashing down the hill. Wow. That's going to be a quick time.
Five 7.249 for Cooper Bentley. That is the time to beat now on course 2. Now we've got Alston Tidwell on the line.
All right, clock is hot.
Uh-oh.
His first run didn't go good for him either. He's just having an off day. He should sound up for bounty class tomorrow.
What you doing, Alston?
It looked like he started to give it gas, and it looked like the wheels started to turn.
Oh, I think it cut off and came back on. We are getting the I'm broke hand signal.
You hate to see that.
We do hate to see that.
Luckily, we did have a drone right there, so he could let us all know what's going on.
Look at Cody making his way up the hill there.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys didn't believe us before about how steep these hills are, look how hard Cody's working to climb this hill right now. And Cody is a young guy in decent shape, all right? So these are some steep hills.
I would say great shape.
In great shape. There you go.
They said if you can't make the podium, make the highlight reel.
Man, you hate to see that. Again, had a nice run going there. Go the Buggy was handling well.
Come on, man. This is your opportunity. Nobody Googles the winner.
You know, Matt, what's going on with Alston right now brings to mind a certain video feature that we have, and I think we should share that with the folks that are watching at home.
What's that, Bree?
Oh, it's a little something we call Dang It.
Dang it.
Y'all check it out.
Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Oh, no.
That is not the way that tire's supposed to be pointing.
Dang it.
Oh.
Dang it.
Oh. Let's see if he can land number
Dang
2. He
it.
did. I got a door open.
So close. Getting out there whipping around on course. Oh!
Oh!
Dang it. That front right corner kind of dug in.
Was unexpected.
Dang it. Get a little wild with it out there.
Oh.
Dang it.
Ooh.
Come on.
I see tires in the air.
I was hoping to see. Oh, dang it.
That was a new Dang It reel from our last race at Rush, Kentucky.
I like that you start off with Daniel and you're like, yeah, the wheel's not supposed to look like that. It's like it's barely hanging on, kind of flopping to the side.
Hope you guys are enjoying the new Dang It series brought to you by Matt and our producer, Jared.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks, Bree. Yeah, we have some interesting things that happen during races that it's always nice to kind of go back and highlight. Unfortunately, it's not so great for the drivers that have those mistakes happen, but it's okay.
We got to make lemonade out of the lemons, right?
We do.
Make some nice content.
Yeah. Kind of fun. Good shout out to Jared for putting that together for us. All right. While we get this recovery done, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but we have tons of racing action coming back right after this. We'll see you guys shortly.
This broadcast of the National Rock Racing Association is brought to you by Edelbrock, Raceline Wheels, RCV Performance Products, and
Yukon Gear and Axle.
AMSOIL products are engineered for this kind of punishment, you can trust them in your garage. Shop by vehicle to find everything you need for your ride. Get the protection you demand and performance you deserve with fast, free shipping from AMSOIL.com.
Jeeps are crafted, designed, and built for off-road. But what if you give them more power, torque, capability? Edelbrock's newest supercharger system for JL, JT, and JK Jeeps gives you the edge you've been looking for. The trail doesn't take it easy, so why should your Jeep? Supercharge your Jeep for improved capability, power, while keeping your warranty and trust in your vehicle intact. Born for the trail. Now evolved to be the best. Edelbrock Superchargers. Add the power your Jeep's been missing.
Welcome back. We are ready to keep rocking and rolling with Course 2 of the RCV Axle UTV Cup class. And we've got Martin Stewart in the race line starting gate. Martin coming into the weekend 5th in points. This is our halfway point for the season once we wrap up this weekend of racing for all of our classes.
Martin, a very competitive racer with us. Been racing quite a while.
Martin comes from Columbia, Tennessee. That's the Middle Tennessee area to race with us. Got several drivers come from the Middle Tennessee area. Like Tim Cameron, Dylan Dowler. Speaking of Dylan Dowler, where's he been lately? Scotty Harden.
That's a 66.527 for Mr. Martin Stewart. Yeah, where has Dylan been with us? He must be working because he's usually pretty.
Must be.
He's usually pretty on it. He races a couple classes with us. I know his dad comes out with him a lot too.
Here's a nice shot of our pit area and our crowds lined up there on the bank here. Hot Springs ORV. They have a great event area that's very spectator friendly, and the Mickey Thompson Mountainside, as we like to call it, gives a lot of options for us for the courses for all of our classes to race on. And there's a steady flow of traffic coming by here, coming in and out of the trail area or entrance.
Yeah.
And I know we'll have even more keep coming in and out here for tomorrow's racing. Looks like Tim Cameron on the line.
Those iconic, whoa,
Ooh.
iconic green shocks there.
Ooh, that was
Yeah.
a tough lick.
He was flying through there. Yeah. Timmy is making up time right here, right now. Hey, you talked about being like, what the heck? You know, he's just, he is going to have an absolute kamikaze run here. And I am here for it. This is incredible. I've seen Timmy back in the old days do some kamikaze runs and rock bouncer. And just
He is really getting after it right now.
Wow.
Whoa,
Wow.
he flung a rock all the way over here to the trailer.
Wow.
$59.551. That's a second place time right now on course 2. If not for that little bobble right off the start there, that would have been our new leader. But man, Timmy was on a mission.
Dude, that was impressive.
And I'm going to make him sign this rock, and then we're going to give it away to somebody in the crowd.
Like here. Write this down.
I was like, what just bounced off my elbow? Jay Wilson, here we go.
Yeah, I think Timmy would just kind of overshot that first jump. Jay Wilson out on course now. Make a nice quick run of that first uphill section. Wow, that was kind of a hard landing.
Yeah, that was a little rough.
That's a 61.814 for Jay Wilson.
We've got Kevin Wiggins in the race line starting gate next.
All right, Kevin Wiggins, here we go. Clock is hot. I like that side shot. Kind of shows how steep some of those courses really are.
Yeah, really.
All right.
Splashing through the creek there. 74.691 for Kevin Wiggins. First time racing with us and getting across the finish line on both courses. Nicely done.
I like the kind of the side panels, like the boat sides on the bottom of his chassis.
Justin's down there trying to get our next drivers lined up.
Yeah.
Clay Kaysen lining up next. Clay had a 4th place finish on course 1. I think it's worth noting that it was little brother Cody that had the fastest time on course 1. But Clay is leading in points coming into the weekend. He is also coming off a 2nd place finish from our last event at Rush, Kentucky.
You know he was watching Timmy's run going, all right, I just got to do that, but a little faster. Again, I know these two guys are both really good friends, and it's really neat to get them, watch them go out there. And they both try to push each other and try to set that fastest time. Then you throw, Cody in the mix, Cooper. I mean, these guys are definitely out there just absolutely battling.
Oh, no.
No. I heard.
Oh.
I don't know if it's transmission or a belt, but...
and he's so close to the finish line. That's Cody, his brother Cody running out there.
They're trying to see what's wrong with it. I'm saying it's belt or transmission.
So Cody's trying to check things out without touching the buggy just yet, because once he receives some outside assistance with hands on the buggy, that means his run is over.
Dang it. Man, you hate to see that.
Is he going to push it? What's he doing? He's going to push it. He's going to push it.
There we go.
Come on, Clay.
Come on.
Come on, Clay. Oh, the crowd is cheering him on. He just needs to get a little momentum built up.
That was an inspiration for all of us. Totally worth it. So inspiring.
Cody can't help him, but he's trying to cheer him on.
Dang it.
Come on, Clay. Oh, if he could just get those tires turned one time, he'll have a little momentum built up.
And his brother's like, come on, let's go. That's got to be a rough. Like, seeing your brother struggle and knowing you can't. Like, I can't help you. Man.
This is so Clay is the current points leader coming into the weekend, so he wants to get across this finish line.
Man. Yeah.
Let's see what he's going to do next. Now that's his dad walking out there to film this right now.
He's the captain of C&C Motorsports there. Cooper Bentley.
Man, he is doing everything he can to try and get this buggy across the finish line.
He wants it so bad. Yeah, I think he must have broke a belt, or it could be a transmission. Broke something, and it's getting caught up in the clutch. of it. Oh. Come on, buddy.
Clay. We all want to see you get across the finish line.
Dang. Dang it.
You got 15 seconds.
So he's got about 30 seconds on the clock left. And after that, he's going to have to continue making forward momentum in order to not time out. Oh, man, he's really trying.
We watched Wade Good in a similar situation a few years ago. And it ended with him throwing his steering wheel across the finish line.
Oh, it looks like he's going to call it quits.
Man. That stinks. You hate to see that happen.
I really wanted to see him get it pushed
Me
across
too.
the finish line.
And there's a big creek you have to jump.
Yeah, I don't know how that was going to go for him.
Here's the deal, though. If you hug this side of the creek, as you roll into it, you'll break the beam.
I think you're right, though. Something's got to be binding it up. He should have been able to turn the wheels. Turn the tires. Oh, heck of a try from Clay Kaysen. Yeah. That was some good TV, though. Good entertainment.
Yeah, man.
All right, that was a good try. Good try. I believe he's leading.
Man, that's such a bummer. Man, tough break. Again, you hate to see that for Clay Case. And again, had an awesome run going there. Nice, smooth run, and just didn't get the results he wanted there.
All right, well, we got Clay joining us up here in the booth. Do you need a second to catch your breath?
Well, let's just talk whatever y'all want to talk, and I'm gonna go take a minute after this.
Oh man, hey, everybody was rooting for you. We really wanted to see you get that thing pushed across the finish line.
Those are heavier than what people think.
Yeah. Well, so what exactly broke in the boat?
I'm pretty sure the primary bolt itself broke.
Okay.
Because if it would have came loose, it would have probably come out the clutch cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were looking, I assume something, either transmission or belt broke in there and not allowing, because when you're rolling, it looked like it was extremely difficult to push forward.
Yes.
And I figured if it broke something like a belt, it would just be pretty easy to push.
Yeah, I don't know. No, that thing ain't easy to push. That thing weighs 2,100 pounds.
2,100?
Really?
Yeah, that's a hefty girl.
She's a big girl.
Yeah, she's thick.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, dude, you were so close.
Yeah.
And you had such a great run going.
We were cheering you on. The live stream was definitely wanting it to happen. You know, watching you get out. When I saw you hop out with such quickness, I was like, oh, he's definitely pushing this.
Yeah. It's a little more of an incline than two. Sitting here looking at it.
I like that you're like, yeah, it's just a little more of an incline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that was probably hard for Cody to not be able to help you.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
Standing there trying to cheer you on.
But it's racing. We'll get it fixed and come back out with a little pep in our step next time.
And you couldn't have better tech advice there. I mean, you had Cooper, your brother.
I know.
You know, like, of the guys that I know of side-by-sides, like, those are like the top 3, top 5 tech advisors to tell you exactly what to try to do. So,
Well, Clay, man, heck of a try. Thanks for coming.
I appreciate
up to chat
y'all.
with us. Go take you a little breather.
We'll get her fixed up. See y'all at the next one.
All right.
Hey, we'll see you. We'll see the CNC race team more this weekend, I'm sure. So, again, shout out to Clay and Cody Kaysen, again, for just always having that overcoming adversity attitude. Got Casey Howe out there on course.
Oh!
He either popped out of gear. Oh, yeah, I think it's so good. See, either popped out of gear or broke a belt. There we go.
Like I said, he's got the new motor, and with new motors comes new buggy balloons. You got a lot of bugs to work out. You got to reclutch it. There's a whole lot of stuff, and evidently he's going to take it back to the drawing board.
Yep, that was a little bit of a jolt there.
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened. Like I said, he has a new motor in this. We talked about his tune, and it didn't sound exactly quite right as he was coming through the finish line. So I'm not sure if he's having some issues with that new tune on there. Or
that was definitely a bit of a rough stop for Casey. This would be a good time to point out we wear Hans devices. It's one of the safety requirements. Yes. We have full-face helmets, 5-point harnesses, Hans devices, which is for neck protection. Fire suits and all of the goodies for safety out here. So
and Hans is an acronym. It stands for Head and Neck Restraint System. There's actually a company called Hans that makes them. Looks kind of like a neck pillow. I run the Simpson Hybrid, which is more like a backpack. It kind of comes down to personal preference. But they are definitely a big additive when you're hitting like that stuff, those big ledges and stuff.
Yeah.
You see.
You got to have that out here. This is Jeter Hamilton on the course now. We were told that Jeter is 12 years old. His first time racing with us here in the NRRA. He had a great run on course 1. See what he can do here with course 2.
These are some pretty big machines and some pretty tall hills to be 12 years old out ripping on.
Especially after we just watched 2 of our top contenders. They were our 2 points leaders, Clay and Casey, coming into the weekend. Both of them just DNF'd.
Yeah, it's, you hate to see that, but definitely going to shake up the points from this race. But we did see Timmy also DNF earlier this season.
Yay, good job. That's a
65.009 for Jeter Hamilton.
And I think that's why some of these guys know they have a little breathing room. You know, Timmy broke that front diff at Wildcat, and then on course 2, he didn't even get it out of the trailer because he wasn't going to be able to replace it. So, you know, having 90 points on Timmy definitely gives you a little bit of breathing room. Again, Clay was leading by 26 coming into this weekend. And again, Casey right behind him. Such a tough run, but I know that Cody and Cooper are definitely going to try to take advantage of that situation.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we have 3 drivers left for our UTV Cup class.
We got Josh Krupinski down there in that race line starting gate.
All right, next up, Josh Krupinski. Let's go.
He is ripping around that corner.
Oh!
Dang it. He broke something in the steering. If you look at the front wheels, I don't know if that happened before he started to roll Or he broke something in the steering and then it caused him to roll.
What is that?
I don't want nobody to get hurt, but I like to see them crash. I think I'm the only person who's just honest and says it. Trip loves it. And drinking.
There we go. Thank you to our recovery crew.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know who Trip Pullen is, then...
And a big thank you to all the staff here at Hot Springs ORV for prepping for us for this weekend and hosting us.
All right.
Ooh, we have our first AMSOIL action shot of the day. Yeah, he just stuffed the front end and got a little sideways.
Yeah, I seen that front driver's side wheel kind of flopping, so I wasn't sure if he broke that. Broke something in the front end, which caused it to kind of add to the crash. Maybe right there it broke.
I mean, once you're in the air, you don't have any control anymore.
Not a lot of options there.
So you're just along for the ride at that point.
Once you're mid-air, you're kind of just along for the ride. I know Josh has raced our Bounty Series with us before, so he might be out doing some racing with us tomorrow as well.
All right.
All right. While they get him recovered, we're going to run through our top 5. This is for Course 2. Cooper Bentley sitting in number 1 spot. Again, right behind him is Timmy Cameron. Jay Wilson sitting in 3rd. Nathaniel Bell sitting in 4th. And Jeter Hamilton sitting in 5th.
And that is Riley Pete running for Nathaniel Bell today.
That's right. Yeah.
And then we still have Hunter Shane and Cody Kaysen before we wrap up this class.
Yeah, we have stunt drivers from time to time.
Up next, we have Hunter Shane. Showtime Shane.
Yeah, y'all heard him. Hunter Shane. Hurry up now.
There we go. Oh. Yeah, with a name like Showtime Shane, you're going to put on a good show one way or the other. Whether it's an impressively fast run or just a wild braking run, either way, it's going to be a cool run. Most of the UTVs have been just absorbing this whole uphill section.
All right, directly down in front of me, that's Kenneth Cozine. He will be available to sign autographs this afternoon.
Ooh, that was a quick run from Hunter.
Yeah. That's a 62.087 for Hunter Shane.
62.087. That puts him.
So the fastest time right now is Cooper Bentley with a 57. We've got Cody Kaysen coming up to the line. Cody is going to wrap up course 2 for us for the UTV Cup class. We're going to see if he can beat that 57 from Cooper.
You know he's definitely going to try. Again, that has to be heartbreaking, sitting there watching your brother try to push a rig.
Oh, I know.
Knowing you can't help him.
The door is open, though, for Cody to advance in points because both of our first and second place point standings, Clay and Casey Howell, were DNFs on course 2.
That's, potentially, if he go at first place, that'd be 40 points he's advancing on both of them. That'd maybe bump him all the way to first for the season. Again, you can kind of play those kind of numbers game at the beginning of the season. It's not too bad. When you're in the end of the season, you definitely don't want to be bumping up or down that many points. All right, see what this time's going to be. Wow.
Ooh. 55.583 for Cody Kaysen. That is our fastest time on course 2.
He just set a fastest time in a full body in our Cups class.
That's Cody Kaysen for you, folks.
That is impressive.
And it looks like you might have actually had some buggy troubles once you crossed the finish line.
Again, there's Clay run up to him like, "Hey, what'd you break?"
Oh, man. Great day of racing here at Hot Springs ORV. Cody looks pretty pleased with himself right there. That's Cohen Ellison running up.
That's awesome. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with race results right after these messages.
This broadcast of the National Rock Racing Association was brought to you by Spyder Offroad, AMSOIL, Mickey Thompson, Raceline Wheels, and Comp Cams.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
Welcome back, everybody. We do have our results from course 2 of the Cup class to go over with you. Our top 5, Cody Kaysen with that blistering run right at the end there. Then Cooper Bentley in second, Tim Cameron third, Jay Wilson in fourth, and Hunter Shane rounding out top 5. That was just from course 2, but we do have our podium results to share with you guys from today's racing. We're about to go give our trophies away, but you get to find out who won first. Matt, what you got for us?
Yeah, right now we're going to look at the UTV stock class first. Coming in 5th place was Daniel Heckley. Coming in 4th place was Brentley Havens. Coming in 3rd place was Brandon Davis. 2nd place was Noah Butler. And 1st place was Dean Roberts. And then for our UTV Cup, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I'm going to do top 7. And here's why. We have a 1, 2, 3-way tie for 5th place.
Wow.
So because anytime we go with a tie with points, we always looked at combined time. This is the combined time, and again, this is for 5th place. Jeter Hamilton, 127.7. Nathaniel Bell, 127.0. And Martin Stewart, 126.7.
Wow.
So less than a second between 3 times on combined time for course 1 and course 2.
Always impressive.
Yeah, very impressive that's the 5th spot. 4th spot would be Jay Wilson. 3rd spot would be Mr. Tim Cameron with that, again, wild run he had. Cooper Bentley sitting in 2nd place, and then Cody Kaysen coming in with that wild final run he had. And it's the buggy looks like it's being towed somewhere. So
yeah, that's never a good sign, but at least he crossed the finish line first. So.
Again, very cool to see him in his full body rig out there just smoking guys. But
well, we have podiums to set up and trophies to give away now, guys. But thanks for joining us today here on Hillside Live. We will be back again to do our other 5 classes tomorrow. So full day of racing tomorrow. We're going to be starting around 10 a.m. That's Central Time. So you guys can be looking for us then. Join us on Rock Racing TV or Power Sports World. We'll see you then.
We'll see you guys.